Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining us again today. It's a very short video tutorial for you just to demonstrate how to change the theme in the Wix editor for your website. So I'm just working on a very simple template again today just to demonstrate this to you. So the button that you will need is on the left hand side here, and that is the site design button. It's the letter A with a little drop underneath it. Once you hit that, you can see that you've got this site theme button available here, and you should have access also to the page background button as well, the same place you do that. So with regards to the theme, if you want to modify it in any way or change to another, all you got to do is hit that customize button here in the middle. You can obviously change the existing theme, colors and text, and then you can pick from some featured themes that are built into the browser as well. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the colors for my theme. Obviously this is what's on display with us at the moment. Each theme has 5 colors associated with it, and you're able to dial in the shades and tones of each one individually here. Also within this, you've got the ability to change just the color palette of that individual theme as well. Again, if you just hit the button that says change in the middle up here, once you're on this page, that'll take you into some preset palettes. If you are going to design your own color palette, I highly recommend using something to help you design that. Something like Paleton. Obviously we're not sponsored in any way by this or anything like that. This is a free to use color picker, which I demonstrate to my students all the time. And it's great because you can use it to find out what's called complementary colors. If your colors are not complementary to each other, then it could look a little bit distasteful and not pleasant to look at. Especially for a website, you're expecting people to browse through your website and feel comfortable. You need some complementary colors. However, if you want to edit the color or the shades associated with that color, you hit this little teardrop button here. That takes you to the color picker. You can see that you can dial in the specific color that you want here on this little bar that looks like a rainbow, and then on this upper part of the screen is where you can pick the particular shade of that color, and you can go all the way from, you know, dark black to the whitest white as well within there. You'll notice that when I move in this and the bar down here, that this value here is constantly changing. That number is a reference to the exact shade of color, and that can be really useful. As well as this other data if you need that for something, the red, green and blue. But this one here is the number associated with that specific shade. And it can even be useful for something within Wix. So if I were to grab that number, right click it and hit copy. If I wanted to duplicate this color now in another color in my theme, or even, you know, work with that color and find another shade of it, all I need to do is go into the next color and then paste it there, and that will actually dial in the exact same color. And then I can, you know, maybe lighten it or darken it, and I'm already within the regions of a complementary color. So that can be very useful as well. So this little browser has a back button built into it. If I click back and then into the text area, this is obviously where you can change the text theme. So to change the theme, obviously, you know, you can use the presets, and then to customize that theme and stylize it a little bit for yourself, you'd come in and then dial in the individual looks. So obviously you can change the text theme to kind of look different fonts and different styles. And this little browser gives you a little overview of what that style would look like, from a title to a subheading. You know, so we'll stick with that one. You can just click whatever you want and then hit back. And then you can even individually change each category within that. So every one of these will be applied to different sections on your website. They're kind of preset looks, and you can even hover over it, hit that little pencil button there and change the font, the size of it, whether it's bold, italic, the color of it. And then even dial in some of the stylization of it. It obviously gives you a little preview so you can see what that would look like. So if for whatever reason you need quick access to kind of preset looks when you're building your website, this is how you modify them. And that is pretty much it. You know, that'll all be applied automatically. And once again, you know, if you wanted to change the theme very quickly, you just hit one of these little presets here, and that automatically applies to your site. You can see that as a preview, and then obviously the current theme is still selected up there. That concludes the video tutorial for today. If you'd like some professional level one-to-one support from a team of people that are available, that are experts in Wix, and that can be from a beginner that's looking to learn Wix for the first time, all through to the expert level. If you're looking to rebrand, restructure, or fix a problem on your website, there's a link to that service in the description for this video. Thanks very much again for joining us. If you would like more videos of this nature, and if you enjoyed it, give us a like and a subscribe. And if you have any specific requests for videos or any questions, please leave them as comments down below as well. Thank you.